It's going to be a review of the Harbor Freight chainsaw sharpener, the electric one. I think I bought it for $24 with the coupon that they came with. My chainsaw blade is dull, and I'm going to show you here in a few minutes. I mean, just so bad that it's smoking. So I figured, what the heck, I've had the chainsaw sharpener for quite a few years now, but I think it's worth the $24, especially when they want you to take the chain off your chainsaw, and they charge you $10 for chain off, and then they charge you $20 for the chain on to sharpen your blade at some of the stores around here. So for 24 bucks, it's well worth it. One dull blade will get you money back. So I'll show you what the blade looks like first, and then I'll sharpen it. It takes about 5 minutes, if that, tops, and then we'll take it back out for another test run. All right, stick around and see if we can get it done. Thanks. Okay, so really all I've done here is took a couple of screws and ran it into a 2x4 so I could attach it to my vise. As you can tell, it's fairly dirty because I use it quite often, sharpening my blades. It's as easy as just inserting it into the channel here. A couple of adjustments you want to make. And it's pretty well right on. It's setting it somewhere around 28 degrees. I don't feel like this is accurate, but I just use the regular cutting angle that's on the chainsaw to make sure that I get the same angle on the blade each and every time. I'm not going to jack with it too much because it's already preset, so I'm just going to get right to it. I am going to mark a little line, or a little red mark on the first tooth that I cut with. That way I know where I started. It's not very loud, so you can do without earplugs, or you can do it with, whichever one you recommend doing. It's up to you. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the first side. So all it takes is a little tiny touch on the teeth. There is a brake right here that you apply that squeezes the chain tight, so it keeps the tension on it so the chain doesn't move back and forth. And there's also a guide here that stops the chain. That way you get the same exact location each and every time you rotate the chain around. So it's fairly simple. I'm going to adjust it to the opposite side and we'll go from there. There's a little screw on the bottom. It seems to hold it fairly tight. I'm going to rotate it around one because that's a bad tooth. Looks like I hit a nail or something. Try to find one tooth that's at the right angle. Just going to move that right there. I'm still setting it somewhere around 27 degrees, which is fine. I think it'll work pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark. Actually, I'm just gonna roll back to my red line again. My red tooth is here. I'm going to mark another red tooth there. And begin again. Show it. Alright, so got them all sharp. I'm going to put them back on the chainsaw and go for a round two. See how well this thing works. Just a recap of what this little Chicago electric chainsaw sharpener will do. Is it perfect? No. Is it worth $24? Absolutely so. It'll get you back up and running again. If you have a chain that's just totally ruined by nails and digging it in the dirt, it may get it sharp again, but it probably won't last long. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. I am not sponsored by anyone. Just my personal opinion on this little chainsaw sharpener, chainsaw blade sharpener. So, it's cheap, affordable. Wouldn't recommend it for those guys that do it for a living, but for just the regular old handyman around the house, this right here will do it for you. 24 bucks if you can find a coupon. I think it's 29 if it doesn't have the coupon, so it's well worth it. Go out and get you one. All right, thanks for watching.